Good morning, dear students, and welcome back to our moral science class. Today, we are going to take up our new lesson, that is lesson 4, Helen Keller's story. Children, it is a true story of Helen Keller. Helen Keller was born in Tuscumbia, Alabama on June 27, 1880. She was born a healthy child and was just learning to speak at the age of 6 months. At 18 months, she fell ill with a high fever. Doctors diagnosed her with having brain fever, stating that it was something most children get and it would pass. The fever resulted in a loss of both Helen Keller's hearing and sight. Till the age of 7, she spent most of her time locked in her isolated dark world, unable to understand and relate to people around her. Helen's father then consulted Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, who was also a teacher of the deaf. He suggested the family hire a young woman named Anne Sullivan to tutor the young Helen. On March 3, 1887, Helen met the woman who would change her life forever for the first time. She was just 3 months short of turning 7 years old. It was the most important day I remember in my life, said Helen. However, Anne Sullivan found Helen to be angry, wild, and animal like. She was so troubled and angry at not being able to communicate with others that she struck out at others, scratched, and hurled herself to the ground. Anne knew her task was in no way easy, but she was determined to help Helen. She started observing Helen closely and noticed that she used to touch to explore things around her. Anne Sullivan devised a method of making hand signs, and Helen could understand by pressing her hands, making the signs into Helen's palm. Though Helen hated this at first, she soon started making a connection between the items or objects and hand movements. One day, Anne was delighted to see that Helen spelled water and put her hand under the flow of the pump. Helen had finally understood the concept of words. As for herself, Helen was ecstatic. Ecstatic means extremely happy. She ran around the yard, touching, holding, and pointing at things and taking Sullivan's help to spell them. Later, she even learned to speak by pressing her fingers against Anne's throat and imitating the vibrations. Now that she had learned to communicate, Helen's desire to learn grew. She learned the fingertip alphabet and shortly thereafter to write. She mastered Braille. Braille is a system of printing which blind people can read by touching them, and learned to use the typewriter by the age of 10. In 1904, she graduated from Radcliffe College. Helen then dedicated her life to improve the lives of other blind and deaf people. She spoke out for women's rights. During World War II, she visited soldiers who had become blind and deaf due to their injuries. She raised funds for the deaf and blind. Helen Keller was a strong, intelligent woman. She overcame all the obstacles life handed to her to go on and improve not only her own life but the lives of others. She was awarded the highest civilian honor of the United States, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, by the President. So, children, it is from Helen that we learn about overcoming odds, that no problem is big enough and no obstacle is tall enough to hold us down, and that we can overcome all difficulties if we are strong and determined. Hope, children, you have understood the story. Thank you. Have a nice day.